Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is going to be a quick, maybe not quick, but an efficient tutorial on some of the features and offerings that Scratch has. So we are going to be animating our name, and so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take this cat and get rid of it. You can either right-click, delete, or click on the scissors and delete. So step one, I need to get the letters of my name. So I'm going to go to my sprites option, my sprite options down here. This is choose from sprites already created. This would be if I wanted to create my own sprite. This would be to upload a sprite that was on the desktop, and this would be to take a picture with the webcam. So sprite from library. Over here, letters, and let's see, S. Let's see, C. O, and T. Now, I will point out or mention I have two T's in my name, and so one of the options is I can right-click and duplicate that sprite, which is the same thing if I stamp on it. So notice I have T-Glow 2. Now, ladies and gentlemen, obviously they're not in order yet, but I'm going to kind of code, that's okay, I'm going to code them to go into order. So step one, I'm going to click on my S, I'm going to go to event, when flag is clicked. The events are, those are like the indicators that tell the lines of code below them to start. So I'm going to go to motion, and right now I know I'm coding the S because right down here, that's highlighted down there, and then in this top right hand corner, the S is also highlighted there. So right now, it's at this coordinate here, so the S is currently at -55, 137. I'm going to drop that block underneath, and then I want it to move to about right there. And so then, notice these coordinates changed. I want it to glide 1 second to that new location. So right now, when I click the flag, it moves. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add this line of code to my other letters. So I'll go C, when flag is clicked, motion. He is currently at right there. SC. O. Now one thing I'll point out here, what you could do, you could take this code and just drop it onto those letters. What happens in that situation is the T's are going to go right there. So now I want the T to start, that's the second one, although it could be the fourth, I guess. I want this T to go to a random location. So I'm just going to take 107, -117. 107 to -117. And I want it to glide right there, which is 65.3. Now I need to do this. It's going to go to 168. So X is 160 and Y was 8. So now it's going to go to the right spot. And I can actually leave that. I don't mind too much where it starts as long as it ends up in the right spot. So now my name is the beginning of animated. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the way that it looks once it gets there. So I'm going to go look, and let's say I want to change my color effect by 25, and I want that to repeat 10 times. What this is going to do, it's going to get where it needs to go, and then it will change color 10 times. Or that's the T I'm coding. So change color effect by 25. Now, instead of repeat 10, I can go operators, pick random, and this could be 10 through 25. So now it's going to give me a random color that it's going to end up with. And I can take this and drop that onto the T, the O, the C, and the S, because I would like it on all of them. Put that there. And this goes here. And let's run that through. There you go. And it should be different every time. Okay, so now we have some movement, we have some colors. Now, let's say we want to add some sounds. We're going to go to sound. If I click on this, this will give me my sound options. Okay, we'll add that, so scripts, and over here on my backdrop, oh, there we go, scripts, and I'm just going to go events, when flag is clicked, sound, play sound, dance head nod until done. Okay, now to change the backdrop, I'm under my backdrop, I'm going to go to choose backdrop from library, and you can choose any one of these. Okay, the last thing that we're going to kind of look at is after our letters get to their location, I want them to move or change how they appear, so I'm going to go here, and that's that. The other thing, so it's waiting a second, so it starts here, it glides, and then it starts to change colors. So let's say I want it to spin. I'm on my S, I'm going to go events, when flag is clicked, control, wait 1 second, because that's filling that time period right there, and I'm going to go to motion, and I'll go to rotate. Now, this is just going to rotate 15 degrees. So that's not really going to do what I want it to do. But if I have this set to go to 36 degrees, and I want that to repeat 10 times, that will give it 1 full rotation. 2 rotations would be 20. Alright, so just to give you an idea, and let's say that I think it's spinning too fast. If I go a weight, if I drop a weight in there, and even if I have it wait like 1/10 of a second, that'll be enough to slow it down. See, too much. 0.01. There we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to play around with this. You could do something like this, drop this onto the C. Now, instead of it being rotate 36 degrees, it could be duplicate. It could be rotate, let's say, I don't know, 45 and then negative 45. We'll put that. Aha. Let's see if we do this. There we go. Too fast. Still not loving the way that looks, but just play around with it, just to kind of give you the idea of how it's working. But anyway, this is an introduction, and like I said, play around with it, and code your other letters, and that will be our first little project. So up here, go name animate file, save now. There you go. Good luck. Have fun.